All right, friends, welcome back to ShuttleSquad episode 55. This time without Marvin Seidel. I think he's playing Danish League, but we are back with Kirsty Gilmore and Christo Popov. Hey,
good to be back. Hello.
Christo, glad you made it this time. Kirsty already gave you some shit.
I'm glad. Yeah, true. Yeah, I missed the first one, but couldn't miss the second one.
Yes, I mean,
no,
you had quite a good excuse on the first one. Playing 2 quarterfinals, and it was quarterfinals day, was it? No,
I think, but I lost.
At least you played 2.
Was it worth it? We never know.
I saw a really cool statistic about your quarterfinals. I think you were the first man since like 1984 or something to reach the quarterfinals of singles and doubles.
Oh, okay, singles and doubles. I don't know, honestly. Or maybe because no one is doing this.
Pretty much, yeah. People started specializing.
So, yeah, probably lots of people have done it in men's doubles and mixed doubles, or women's double and mixed doubles. So I don't know.
Yeah, but specifically men's singles and men's doubles, because no one's crazy enough to do that apart from you and Thomas.
Yeah. Do you know who is the last one, or no idea?
No, I can't remember. Maybe Ben Beckman maybe put it up. Or Jill, I can't remember. I'll find it and I'll reference my.
I'm sure it's some
Europeans,
people playing free draws.
Maybe I have a feeling it was an Indonesian, but I can't be certain. I'll find my source. This is terrible journalism from me.
Yeah, you opened that topic and then you can't back it up with facts.
I know. Yeah. Just going on vibes.
It's cool. It's natural, right?
I mean, 84. It's quite a long time ago. Christo, how old were you? Kidding.
I'm 24. Turned 24 a few weeks ago.
True.
It's okay.
But I mean, 80. Wait. So
you were not born in 84.
That was 16 years before you were born. Oy. Okay. Time flies. Kirsty, how old were you in 84?
Again, I was also not born. Thank you very much.
Just to bring this one back.
Negative
guys,
11. Negative 9, sorry.
I think, as Christo wasn't here last time, that we still have some recapping to do, because Christo, in the first episode, we were talking about what happened in everyone's life since our last episode recording in November. And for you, there were some things going on. I mean, I think that was during the Hilo Open when we recorded the last one. So there was a pretty big tournament for you coming up in December.
Yeah, true.
How was that?
Well, it was crazy, and just World Tour Finals. It feels very far away and very like last week. So, but yeah, it's maybe for sure my greatest achievement of my career. And I didn't expect it to go that way. Honestly, I remember all the interviews I had to do the week before leaving to China. They were all asking what was my goal during the World Tour Finals, and I was like, honestly, I'm just super happy to be qualified. And I've been training a lot, and I told them I knew I could win 1 or 2 of the best players, but not everyone, and honestly not everyone in a row in the whole week. So yeah, that was a big thing for me, and it's good for the confidence, of course, and for the next years. And now I know everyone also in France is expecting me to deliver and to perform now in every tournament. That's why the 2 quarterfinals, All England, I know it sounds weird, but it's just okay. They just say it's okay, So it's weird.
We're at that level now. Okay. Yeah. I mean, when you say, I remember when you a few months before or weeks before, where you said, okay, I really want to qualify. So that was one of your big goals last year. And then, then you go there, and then you first match in the group stage, you beat Anders in 3 games. Then you beat Kirsty in 3 games. Then you beat Kunlavut in 3 games. Then you beat Naraoka, and then you beat Shiuchi. So that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
How?
I know. Yeah, I know. Honestly, mentally, it was very tough. It felt like one match was I needed so many days to recover, I think. But it was just every match was like a week tournament mentally. It was so tough because then you know you're gonna play anyway 3 matches in the group stage. Either way, you win, lose, and so you know you're prepared for those 3 matches. But winning in 3 sets and very tough always in the third, you're like, I'm playing tomorrow. I can't like celebrate. I can't do anything else than sleep, eat, and take my recovery, like shakes and stuff. So yeah, it was just being like on a bunker, like trying to just talk to my family and some very close friends and the coaches, and then you just need to sleep and really prepare and to kind of write off everything that has passed in the matches and the results. And next match is in the next day, and the legs are feeling sore day 2. So that was also very tough. But I think it was the same for everyone. So that's why it's also very tough. And I know it's also the last tournament of the year. It's the tournament that the top 8 are playing one more, which is very tough. And the body wants to recover, but you don't recover because you have been training the last 3-4 weeks for the tournament. So yeah, it's kind of an extra tournament. And I think you can feel on some players the extra fatigue on the body.
And when you then played that final match against Shiuchi, I don't remember. The first one was really close, 21-19. Second one was 21-9. Was he like? Did he have some problems or something? Because when we look at the match, it looks a little bit weird. Or was he just exhausted? Do you know that?
Well, I mean, for sure, he was not 100% energy-wise like everyone else, like me too and the others. I think he had a blister that he had from the week before, like from what I heard, or at least from the first match he played. I think against Chao Chen. He was talking about it, which was his first match. And yes, he was saying that he has a blister and the whole tournament. And he had some, I think, like 5 to 10 points period on the games where he just was struggling with it. But honestly, I didn't know until I saw like when I heard about it for my final. So I mean, he played the King Cup the week after and he won against everyone. So it's kind of, I don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 about, is he really having a blister and is he struggling, or he's having also maybe an excuse to lose in China in home crowd. So, you
against the French boy.
Yeah, we would never know, because honestly, he played the day before and the whole week, like in a very high level against everyone, and I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Do you even, like, when you're that deep in the zone and mentally focused on the match, do you feel that stuff, or do you only feel it when it's not going well?
You mean the stuff, the excuses?
Yeah, like pain,
or
like like when you have a blister or when you have some issues, how hard does it affect you in the
you definitely feel everything. You're a human, so but yeah, well, I guess you just keep fighting, and I don't know how everyone is doing, but I know that you just play with what you have during the day, and some days you're 100%, some days you're just 80%, so everyone is playing his best nowadays during the World Tour, and sometimes you're struggling and you have to accept it, I think. And that's also difficult for players to accept that they are not playing well. And that's where you can see more like frustration on the players. But I think now people are maybe also managing better now. You can see less people like breaking rackets or shouting very hard and stuff. So it's also maybe going into a good way.
I think it's maybe easier when you're playing well to put those little things to the side. If it's like blisters or a niggle, if you're playing well, you can park them. But if you're not playing well, you're searching for a reason why you're not playing well, and you're like, well, it must be the blister, or it must be, my whatever small injury, and then so that it will come more to like the front of your head because you want a reason. But if everything's going well, you're like, maybe I do have a blister, but it's fine, and it can creep to the back of your mind more. But when you're not playing well and you're trying to find a way through and get better and turn the momentum of the game back to your side, you're too focused on that little problem becomes a big problem when you're not playing so well.
True.
Mental side of the game. And Christo, you said it was so stressing for you during that week, but how was the feeling when the last point was played and you realized, okay, I really won this?
Like, it's actually true, but the feeling of relief was bigger than the winning feeling. So I was like, oh, it's the end of the week, it's done, because it was so tough. But I think my first impression that I was very happy was when I just turned back to my coaches, like my dad and my physical coach, and they were like having stars in the eyes. And I was like, oh, okay, we made it now. And that was very good.
It's quite often the way I feel like when you win something, especially as a singles player, you win and you have that big feeling and it's amazing. But then you turn around and you see like your coach or in your case, like double whammy, like family member. And you're like, oh, and that's when the emotion like really kicks in. And you're like, oh, that wasn't just me, that was you, that was us, that was the whole team. That's the really cool part of those big wins, I think.
Yeah, that's the best moment too, yeah.
Yeah, for yourself it's just relief, but for like the other people it's happiness.
Yeah, because everyone, like I remember my dad and my like physical coach, every night, because I was obviously doing well, so winning, they were like kind of celebrating every evening. Like they were like having a beer, calling friends, doing like, oh, he's gonna do it and stuff since day one, And I'm like, come on, guys, I'll just go to sleep and stuff, just play your part, I'll play mine. And it was very like they were in so much celebrating mode, and I was in so much like staying focused mode. So that was very strange.
Normally, it's kind of the other way around, where the player's like, "Okay, look at that, we can do this. Like we're going," and the coach is like, "Just like one day at a time." They're normally the ones that are like reining you in because you're the excited one. But it's so funny that it was the other way around.
Yeah, my dad is 100% the other way.
Yeah,
but it's. I mean, basically. Because you said for them it was also for you it was like an extra tournament, so that's probably why they also celebrated every win, because it was just like, yes, one more. Yeah.
Maybe yeah. One more day in China. Yeah.
Just a bonus.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, but then afterwards, I mean, there was also no breaks, because you said it was the last of the year, but then after all it just keeps going. The end of the year doesn't really mean the end of the season. So, I mean, and also you had to do like a really big TV marathon in France. That's at least what it looked like. It looked like you were on so many talk shows and stuff. How was that?
Yeah, I had like a lot of demands of interview and talk shows, and they were so separate. So I asked the girl who is in charge in the federation. So she made it like very easy for me, honestly, that she regrouped everything into a 1 day and a half interviews, talk shows.
Oh,
so it was really like a president agenda, But I had to go, I think it was from Sunday afternoon until Monday afternoon. It was like every 30 minutes they were counting. Like it was very important to be at the time. But yeah, she made I think amazing work, and I'm also very thankful for the media to accept that everyone is like regrouping everything, and because I'm not every day in Paris, and so if I have to do every interview in a different day, then it's gonna be horrible. So yeah.
So then basically in how many times did you tell the same story in those 24 hours?
Yeah, maybe
there's
10
only
times.
so much to say. Yeah, there's only so much to say. It was,
And you know, there was something very funny. There was one guy who made a joke about my name, Christo, with the Monte Cristo. He was saying like Monte means in French that you can also go up, rise up. So he was like, yeah, Cristo didn't finish to rise. He can Monte Cristo, like with the film. And the first guy who made the joke, I was really like, it was funny for me. But then almost everyone made it after on the media. And I was like, yeah, that's... And he was like, you're not loathing? I'm like, yeah, it's the fourth time you're making like the joke, so...
I know that one. I've heard that one before.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, yeah.
wow, interesting. Intense days, I guess. And now you had to tell the story again. And I'm sure you will have to tell it a few more times.
Yeah,
This
it's so
time it
much
was in
better to tell it
English, so
here.
it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, true. And I mean, there's also one more thing that I want you to tell us about, and that was the historic team championship victory with the French men's team, because that was something apparently that has never happened before. And you pushed Denmark off the throne. I'm sure that many people in Europe that are not Danish have been waiting for this day, just to have
Especially
some
France.
variety, especially France in the last few years. Yes, that's
Yes.
for sure. Can you tell us about that moment a little bit?
I think that it's one of the maybe also best memories of a team event that I can have, and also just in badminton, because we've been waiting this moment for so long, and we've been at this to win every time. And also like at this from me also to make a difference, and I lost in the last I think team events, very crucial matches. So this time I lost again to Anders, but it was more into like a really 50-50 game, and he was on paper favorite. So it was, I know that my point will count a lot for the team, but if I lose, then I know we had a very strong team, and that we can count on. But yeah, I mean, we all had almost tears. The coaches had the tears, and it was, I think, something everyone wanted to do for 10 to 15 years. I think the first medal for France is like 2016. So it's kind of amazing what we did, and the team is very young, so that's also very good, I think. And honestly, can't wait to play the Thomas Super Cup, even though we have a very tough group. Can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, that's also what people were talking about. That, I mean, on paper, I think you're number 5 seed or something.
Yeah.
But obviously, I talked about it with, I don't know. Yeah, and also with Fabi, obviously, who's also helping us with the podcast here. And we said, okay, I mean, the 3-man singles are already really, really strong. And then you showed also that the doubles are also now on something that we have to count on you guys. I have you on paper. So, I mean, definitely many matches in a row again. And as you said before, everything has to be like kind of perfect to beat all those great nations. But what are your expectations?
Well, I think it's kind of the same way that when I went to World Tour Finals, we are not the favorites, but we can definitely beat everyone in a one group match. So we just hope to do it many times in a week, let's say that. And I hope I think it's very important that it's a team event, so everyone needs to be 100%. And I hope that no one is injured, no one is ill. I think that's very important, and that can also make a huge difference in the long run during a team event. I think the team is always adjusting the composition of the team because of someone is feeling not so well, someone is not in good shape, someone is feeling ill. So I think most important is that everyone can come at 100%, and then it's sports, I think.
That's beautiful. Yeah, as you said, I mean, so many details that are having an impact in a long week. I mean, it's more than a week. It's like a 10-day tournament, right? Or even more?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that. So
somewhere
we will
9-10 days, yeah.
Yeah. Really looking forward to this one. And then before that, we also have the European Championships. It doesn't stop, guys. It doesn't stop with the highlights.
Nope.
And for that one, Kirsty, we also want to know, obviously, a little short update. You don't have to, if it's not good news, or you don't have to say too much, but a little update, how it's going with your calf and your injury.
Yeah. I want to play my cards a little close to my chest. Don't want to give too much away, but I will say I feel strong. God, I've been putting some shifts in the gym, so I'm lifting some big weights these days. So no, I feel strong, and yeah, we'll just see where we are when it comes to the tournament. Yeah, I've spent some nice weeks at home. Being injured does allow you to kind of enjoy home life a little bit. We've done lots of decorating to the house, so that's been nice. But yeah, just ready to go for Europeans. It's going to be interesting one. I mean, it's always interesting. We always come off the back of these 4 European tournaments and also club matches. If you're playing in Denmark or Germany, I think there's also been some matches. Always German matches, let's be honest.
Yeah, until April, middle of April.
Yeah, and normally I am in a mental hole by the time we get to Europeans. So it's nice to be a little bit more mentally fresh. That's a little bit different. And yeah, Huelva's looking to be beautiful this time of year. So also a perk, because it's just stopped raining here. We got some sunshine this weekend in Glasgow, but it's grey. It's grey out there.
I mean, there are always 2 options when you have like if you cannot go on court and train, what it does to your head. And one is, as you said, like you get a little break, you have a little off time, and you can use it to get your head off the sport a little bit and relax. But obviously, it also can be the other way, that you stress out about, damn, I'm injured, I cannot do what I want to do. Will I be back in time? And totally stress out about it. But it sounds like you used it in the positive way.
Oh, I would say I've gone between those 2 states about 17 times a day, roughly speaking.
Perfect.
But for the most part, I'm in a decent headspace. You just got to let it, it is what it is. I can't speed this up any more than I'm trying to with good rehab. So yeah, I think in my old age, one for the bingo card. In my old age, I've learned I'm trying this new thing where I'm like kind to myself. It's radical, I know. But yeah, just to kind of take stock and not, when you like cut yourself and you get like a scab over the top, not to pick the scab. I'm learning to not do that. So just let it be. It is what it is. Chill out, man. I sound very zen, but sometimes I'm not very zen.
Yeah, but that's good. I mean, that's the wisdom that comes with age, maybe.
Well, yeah, exactly. But also, as you kind of touched on before, the people that you have around you. And I've got good people to talk with, people who will push me at the right times, but people who will like pull me back at the right times, and finding that balance every single day. I have to send so many updates into our group chat with the support team of like how I feel today, how my calf feels today. Do I want to go on to the next bit of rehab? I have to communicate so much, which is maybe not necessarily what I want to be doing every day, but it just shows that so many people are investing so much time and energy into my body and my career, and I so appreciate it, because I don't know the science behind these things. I nod and do what I'm told to do. And I trust that they've got.
Now it does.
Yeah, I trust that they have the knowledge and the expertise to get me through this. So they say jump, I say how high.
It's good to have a team you trust around.
Yeah, definitely. I was saying this year is the 20th year I've had support with the Scottish Institute of Sport. So I first got support when I was 13 years old. So this is year 20 of having that kind of support of physio, strength and conditioning, psychology, nutrition, physiology. So yeah, we're not rich in money necessarily in Scotland, but we're rich in expertise, I would say. We've got some really smart people that I have the pleasure to work with. So that's it's a good place to be.
Yeah, I think as an elite athlete, it's not possible to perform on that level for many years if you are not treated well by the team around you. But Christo, you also took a little break after the All England, right? You did not play Orléans. Was that just because you just won the German Open the week before, then 2 quarterfinals at the All England, and then you just needed a little break after that? Or what was the reason behind that?
I think it was like, I mean, 70% was the thing that I won German Open and the quarterfinal in both throws in All England and German Open. So point-wise, it wouldn't mean a lot for me to go to Swiss, because we were also listed in Swiss and Orleans. So Swiss was definitely 100% like withdrawal for me and my brother. And Orleans was for me a question because I also had some fatigue after the 2 tournaments in a row, because playing final in German Open, then playing 2 quarterfinals, so 2 matches per day into the quarterfinals, and I think it was pretty tough, like big matches, especially in doubles.
In doubles also,
this
Those
time I played
long.
3 sets in doubles. Yeah. So I mean, for me the main goal was to prepare for European Championship, which is more important, of course, than Orleans. But in another hand, I know Orleans is very important for the French Federation, that every player has to play. So it was not an easy decision for me to withdraw. But at the end, you want to perform at the biggest tournaments, and which are also more important. And it's the European Championship. So with the team and the physio, because I have been not training 100% the first week Swiss Open. I just played a team match in France. And then last week we decided to not go to Orleans to play and to rest and train, have some also a physical period to prepare, because since honestly Hilo Open and the 3 weeks we had after of training before World Tour Finals, we didn't have 2 weeks in a row for a physical training and like weight training and badminton training. So I wanted to have also time off tournaments to train and to build up again, because when you don't take that time, then you just go down in the level, I think, in every week going on. So it was very important for me to stay at home, but it was not easy, because Orleans is very important for us to play.
I think everybody understands, and also the French did quite well anyway. So Tom and Delphine won.
Yeah, definitely. And my
Alex
brother
won.
had also
Your brother was in the
arguments
final
to go.
Yeah, and he could focus on the singles.
Yeah. Also, that's. I think it's also good for him to go, and he did final, which is also good points for him to maintain his ranking. So for him, it's also a nice European tour, final German Open, final Orleans. It's also nice. So if I didn't do well in German Open, maybe I would have also maybe come to Orleans to get something. But it helps me to say no to Orleans and to rest and to listen to my body.
Before that, what was the last tournament that one of you two was playing and the other one was not playing?
World Tour Finals.
Okay, fair. Apart from that,
Yeah. No one has stayed home.
A week for Thommy without Christo. That's crazy.
Weird.
That's like for us that in Scotland. That's like when Matt Grimley is somewhere and Chris Grimley's not there.
Yeah, kind of, right?
They just come together. They're just
I think it's a good question and need to dig up some information about that because I have no idea.
I mean, yes, World Tour Finals was the obvious answer because of the qualification. It was quite tough, but apart from that, it's always the Popov brothers.
I have one.
Oh, okay, tell me.
But it's also an easy one. Or the Olympics. Oh no, I played in doubles.
No, you played doubles.
I forgot. In my head, I was a spectator and in the public cheering for my brother.
I forgot I'm an Olympian.
Oh, I forgot that I played.
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
Oh God, that's a good
I gotta
one.
write that down because that's a real.
Yes, maybe not. In the last maybe 5 to 6 years, we never skip a tournament.
One and not the
together.
other.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's family.
That's family business. But yeah, Christo, you talked about the European Championships. Have you guys looked at the draws, and what do you say?
I have not actually personally looked at the draws, but Ingo has told me about my draw. I've not checked it. I'm just taking him at his word, to be honest.
Can you tell our listeners that have not looked?
I think I start against Agnes Karosi from Hungary. And if I was to win that, I would play Steffi Stoeva. So that's a very interesting first couple of rounds. And then I believe I'm in Kristofferson's half, which is tough. Crystal's got it up now. So yeah, it's was always gonna be tough. There's not many kind of people that you could look through the draw and say, oh, I'd want to play them first round. I think the quality is pretty high this year. And yeah.
And also you probably have different things to care about at the moment with the calf.
Yeah, I'll just kind of I'll play who is in front of me, which is I guess that's all you really can do. But yeah, it'll be interesting. But I think some of my best performances at Europeans, you would kind of like to be eased in. But some of my best performances at Europeans have been kind of when I've been tested from the start. So I hope that this is one of those. We'll see. I'm thinking of the the Europeans 2024 in Saarbrücken, where I had Azurmendi first round, Chiufe second round, Yegit/Arin in the quarterfinals, Kristofferson semi, Carolina final. So it was kind of name.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty tough draw for Europeans.
And being seeded 2 or 3, I think. So yeah. It was in from the start. But I maybe perform better like that when I know I just have to be on it from the start. So yeah.
I mean, that also worked out quite well last year when there was also, the draw was maybe not that tough with the names, but you also had some what was the biggest issue last year? It was your back?
My back. And I got a scan after that. I don't know if we talked about it on the pod, but I got a scan. I got an MRI scan after Europeans. I had a tear in one of the discs in my spine.
And I didn't know.
Yeah, I had a small tear in between the discs or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no wonder I was in pain. But hey, we got a silver medal, so it's fine.
And you got some ice cream with sprinkles.
Always with sprinkles. I hope there's ice cream this year.
And Christo, what's your favorite memory of last year? And then we look forward to this year.
Honestly, keep a lot of good memories from last year. Doubles, it was history for us, for France, and for us as doubles, as brothers. That was amazing. We didn't actually hope for it. We were saying that, we could get a medal, then it's good. It's good to go, So, it was a good run. Of course, a lot of things happened in the draw. And it turns out it was our year, so that's good. Now to make it again, I think it's gonna be a bigger challenge. So yeah, I think we also have a level that we can win against the best again. So yeah, it's gonna be a good challenge for us. And yeah, we are. I mean, former European champions, right?
Defending
got a
that
title. Time to defend. Yeah.
Yeah, and in men's singles, I also had a good match against Alex in the semi-final. I think it was also kind of at this period, my brother was not playing at his best as well. So I think it was kind of the final last year. Yeah, I mean, I know that this year also Anders is playing. Rasmus is also playing again, but he played last year but had to pull out. So yeah, I know it's going to be a good tournament for everyone, and you honestly don't know who's going to be European champion, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
That
the
really
men's
is a good
singles
thing.
is wide open. It's really who plays like on the day in that week, because the kind of ranking of the top ones just shifts constantly, and then we always get some surprises. We always get that kind of lower ranked person that comes from nowhere and beats a seed or has the tournament of their life. That's what I
like
kind of love
Aria
about
Dinata.
Yeah.
Dinata, yeah.
last year exactly. So yeah, I like the sense of occasion of Europeans, because some big names normally fall quite early, and some smaller names get a little bit further than they maybe would have thought. So I like the ups and downs of Europeans, as long as I'm not involved in the downs.
That totally makes sense. You've both played in Huelva before? Because I've never been there. How's the venue? Because Christo, I remember that after the All England, when I asked you guys why are you playing? Why is your double so good now? That you play 3 games against Kim and Seo and really challenge them, and then your brother said, "Yeah, the shuttles are so slow, so that's really good for us." Do you have?
Yeah, true.
Do you have any ideas how the conditions in Huelva are?
I can answer that one from memory from the World Champs in 2021. So slow. So you might be onto a winner there, Christo.
Okay.
I remember it being painfully slow, like both ways. Just smack it as hard as you possibly can. I don't remember from 2018 Europeans. I don't remember much from that. But I remember from World Champs in 2021. Oh my God, slow.
Okay.
So I'll put my money on the pop-offs.
Yeah, but I have
safe.
also a different occasion. We played Huelva Spain Masters 2021, is it, or 2020? There was a
Spain
300 World
Masters
Tour.
was in Huelva.
Yes,
Oh.
once. And my
Yes,
brother
it was.
won.
I didn't play that. Yes. You're right.
And actually, the shuttles were really fast.
Oh shit.
So I don't know. Well, it's also maybe depending of
So we will see.
the time of the year, because the World Champs were in December.
True, and it may have been
And
very cold. It was colder.
Spain Masters were it's always March, April. So
Okay, so maybe that's better.
I don't put my money on the pop-offs.
So maybe they
Get
will be a little
refund, right?
faster.
Refund.
Cash out before the before the bet ends.
So yeah, I guess we just know on Monday.
Yeah, we'll find out on Sunday or Monday when we do our practice.
Yes, we play Yonex. I think it's Yonex normally.
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. Will you be there, Thommy?
Yes, I will be there. Taking care
Wonderful.
of Yonex Germany and the German team.
Cool.
And let's see. It would be great to have Marvin here now, because it's also going to be interesting what they will be able to do. And if they can maybe upset one or the other of the favorites, it's going to be interesting. I think I'm really looking forward to the European Championships this year again. Many different, many interesting matchups coming up, and especially the fight for the medals then in the end. Tough to predict.
It really is. Yeah, definitely.
And I also heard, it's going to be Carolina's. Is it going to be her farewell tournament? I've heard some rumors, but I don't really know.
I'm
Is she
led to
able to
believe-
play? Is she not really? I don't really know.
I have no
Interesting.
idea. She posted on Instagram that she had another knee surgery a few months ago. So whether she's rehabbed that and is like playing again, I don't know. I don't want to theorize at this point. Who do we know who Carolina has first round?
Christo, you had the draws open, right?
Yeah, I can check.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but then I will
but yeah.
research that until next time.
I think
The-
it's I'm led to believe it will be her, last hurrah. And not
At
many
home.
people
In
get
her
to
own
do
venue.
it in their own venue, in the venue named after
Carolina
them.
is having a bye first round, and then she had a girl from Croatia or Switzerland.
Okay, interesting. A wild
And
card getting a
she's-
bye first round. Wow.
And she has Line Christoffersen for the last 16.
Yes, got
Ooh.
you. Yeah. So potential matchup for me and Carolina.
Yay! Kirsty's like, yay! And not in the final this time.
A 15th match, like.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah,
Is
yeah,
Mia
it'll be
is
interesting. That's
Mia ready to
one
play? Do we know that? Because Mia Blichfeld also had some trouble with her knees. But yeah, we will see. So many interesting things to catch up on. I'll try to find some information until we record for the next time and then come up with some interesting facts. But we will see.
I like that. Well, before we finish, so Christo took a little break. I've been doing some home stuff. We've talked about a lot of kind of off-court things. Do you have anything to report, Thommy?
What do you mean?
I know you
know.
weren't going to bring it up yourself, so I thought I'm going to make you say it. Man
Yes.
got married.
Maybe I married last Thursday. Yep. That was amazing.
Huge congratulations, Thommy.
Congrats.
That's very nice.
Thank you,
Super
guys.
cool.
No,
Does
It
it
was
feel
perfect.
super different?
wearing a ring feels super different because I never wear anything like any jewelry. I don't know, nothing. No bracelets, no nothing. And so it's really weird for me. The first few days was like, it's
You just
kinda
keep
weird.
touching it.
Yeah. And if I grab something, it's always like,
Oh,
what? This sound thing. I'm still getting used to it. But great feeling, super happy. We had the best day. Great weather, sunny, 17 degrees. That's perfect for Germany in March.
perfect.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, family here, a few friends. Amazing.
Big
Could not
party.
have been better. No small one, bigger one in September.
Nice. That's the way to do it. Really drag it out. I like it.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, that was amazing. So I'm also really good. No injuries for me, guys. I'm good.
Oh, good to hear it. Good to hear it.
My camera
Very
is
nice.
in perfect shape. Microphone's working, so I'm ready for whoever. I'm gonna stay until finals day, no matter what the performance. Oh, okay, don't say that. Yeah, I've also there was one tournament when I got sick, and then I spent the rest of the week in the hotel. That was not so nice. So I don't plan to do this, but apart from that, I'll be around, and yeah, I'll probably come up with one or the other idea to drag you guys in front of a camera again.
As always.
That's what we do. Perfect.
Sounds great.
I would say great episode 55 from my side.
Yes.
Thanks for your time, guys, and thanks everyone for listening. And yeah, I think we will talk again in 2 weeks. The new rhythm every other week. And for everyone. One more thing. I was invited by Victor and CK to join their podcast. So next week, in our off week, I had the pleasure to be guest in their podcast. That was also really, really nice. So also check out the Average, Not Average podcast from CK and Victor. Also great stuff. And then we see you or hear you, or you hear us in 2 weeks. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
See you
Bye-bye.
guys. Thank you.
See you.